Hi, everybody. I'm Laura.
Hi, I'm Katie. Welcome to our podcast.
Sisters across the pond. So, first of all, we'd like to welcome and thank you for joining us. And whatever we discuss, just please know that our spoken words are they're from a genuine and grounded place of kindness.
So let's just take a pause. Take a nice deep breath. Relax your shoulders. Release the breath. And just be.
And welcome to our first episode number 1.
Numero
And
uno.
we're going to call it Us Two. Us Two. Yeah, just to getting to know us. So,
I was going to full on break out to King and I then. Getting to know you. Getting to know all about you.
No
sorry.
singing. Come on.
No singing.
Or else we just do a whole half an hour of singing.
Yeah.
No, who we are. Who are we?
Well, who are you? Tell me who you are.
Well, I'm Laura. I'm on that journey of trying to find myself again, but I'm a yoga teacher. I'm setting up my own yoga business, which is fantastic, exciting. I'm married, and I have a beautiful little boy who's 7. What about you?
Me, I'm Katie. I am here in good old Canada. I am also a yoga teacher, though I don't have many actual teaching hours under my belt just yet, because straight off my teacher training, I decided to sign up to learn to be a massage therapist. So life's a little crazy right now. Which is lots of fun. I am also married. I have no children, but I have lots of nieces and nephews. And so I am Auntie Katie, very much so. And also on that journey of kind of self-discovery. It's never really a journey that I stray too far from.
Yeah, definitely. No, I kind of get that. The whole who am I, where am I? I'm in a big like tumbleweed of not really knowing just now because I mean, obviously, as you know, Katie, I've just moved. So I'm in Greater Manchester right now, just recently moved back. But I left, was it a decade ago? Yeah, a decade ago.
Yeah, I've been in Canada 7
longer,
years.
Yeah, because I left in 2009. Yeah. So, and I've just, but living in Scotland, which is where my husband's from. So being up there for all those years and then coming down here, it's a bit of a, I'm back home. That kind of like, feel like I'm in my youthful days again.
I was going to say, what is it like being back home, like living there? Because obviously I've not done it for 7 years. You've not done it for like over a decade. What's it like being on your old stomping grounds? And FYI, I may or may not have burnt my mouth on a cheese and onion pasty last night for my dinner because I was just so excited to eat it and I just didn't wait for it to cool. So if I'm like, it's because of that.
Excellent, great. In case you can't speak properly on a podcast.
Yeah, on a podcast, yeah. Awesome sauce.
I'll just speak like this.
I'll just speak like this.
I've burnt my mouth. Excellent. Yeah. Well done. Nice and clear. Let's get the microphones. Let's get everything we need so we sound great and
burn my mouth. That's it.
But yeah, being back home, it's quite funny because obviously my little boy Leo is 7, and it's just I used to do this. My friend used to live here. I used to do this, and it's just like reliving like every step through the town. Being back close to family is, well, I'm hoping it's going to be rewarding. Well, I'll let you know when we're out of all this crazy world that we're living in right now.
I mean,
and
not
not
to
having to just
mention
like
COVID,
wave
but
through windows.
it's happening, hey, whether we like it or not.
It is, and but we're not gonna dwell on the C word.
No,
and that's not the C word; it's the other C word. But so it's a bit of again self-discovery, but with a tinge of my previous younger days,
rekindling part of yourself that maybe you thought was gone.
Yeah, and I mean, to be fair, I didn't ever think I would be back.
True.
It was only a move that we did with husband's job that it all kind of went a bit
Pete Tong. That's a real mature reference there.
Well done, Katie.
I don't know whether that's a global reference either.
Probably not. It means wrong. It means wrong. If anybody doesn't know.
Oh, dear me.
Oh, yeah. So it's a bit of a strange road to go down just now. But
I feel that.
Yeah, but love and support, surrounded, it's nearby, and I think that's exactly what I was needing. So yeah,
it can be quite isolating in a way. I know. Obviously, Liam and I moved out to Canada 7 years ago, and it really took me about 6 years to make some solid friends.
I know, and now it's just time to come back.
Yeah, I know, right? Now I've just made friends. Yeah. Well, that's your trick, isn't it? You make some friends, and then it's like, oh, we're moving.
Get settled. Because it's really happy. And now let's move.
That's it. And it's just so strange making friends as an adult. And though I'm not exactly introverted, but I think when it comes to things like building friend groups, that is definitely, I lean into introversion.
Yeah, well, it's not as easy, is it?
No.
It's not as easy. It's like, do you want to come and play out?
Although my one good friend that I made, like right from the get-go, that was me just going, I just have to do something. And so she does say that I basically kidnapped her and forced her to be my friend, which is pretty accurate. And she still is, bless her.
Because she's frightened of you.
She's terrified of me. It's Stockholm syndrome. She's been my captive friend for so long. She doesn't know what life's like without me now.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
And she came to my wedding.
She did come to your wedding. That was it was quite the trip.
It was.
For us, especially, and for you, you know. It was a beautiful, beautiful day. She came to my wedding as well.
I know. She's like in the family now, that's it.
She is part of the family, part of the furniture. That's how it goes.
But yeah, I get that, the making friends thing. It's really difficult as an adult. And I think you're very similar to me in the fact that we are very smiley. Do you know? And I mean, I don't know how you think, but I used to, especially when I moved from Stonehaven down to the Glasgow area, I was thinking, it's fine, I'll make friends easily. I'll just, I just think, if I smile at people, they'll come over and want to like spend time with me and go out for coffees. And
I'm so charismatic that people are just coming to me.
I'm like a magnet, drawing all these people in. Yeah, no, it doesn't work like that.
The child
capture. Found out.
Come and be my friend.
Stay away from that weirdo. I'm like in the school playground. Hi.
Your kid doesn't even go there.
I did outside the school gate. No, I didn't do that really. Everybody,
no, honestly, it was just child. Complete. FYI, lots of jokes. We come from a very, very large family. You
have to stick up for yourself.
Yeah, I mean, what is it now? Is there like 60 plus? Family members within like a 5-mile radius.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, and you've got to have a pretty tough skin in our family, because you're going to get picked on at some point.
Growing up.
Once a week at least. Yeah.
I don't know. Have you made any New Year's resolutions?
Have I made any New Year's resolutions? Well, I'm not really the biggest fan, but I think that's just purely, I always think that's just my kind of slothful, lazy personality. And it's like, if I'm
slothful,
I know,
lazy.
Really.
Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about.
So I always kind of avoid New Year's resolutions purely because I don't want to set myself up to fail. Although I must admit, I've been watching, there's a UK comedian, Daisy May Cooper, and I keep seeing her Instagram videos, and she did one on dieting, and she's like, the diet will start Monday. I'm just going to have this McDonald's and then I'll start my diet. I just have to take before pictures. And I was just like cracking up laughing, like, yep, I feel that right in my soul. But this year I'm trying to book walks, because unfortunately, because of the Rona, we are in a lockdown. We were in a lockdown over the Christmas period. So mixing and mingling isn't advised. So I'm trying to book like more walks with people, just like on a one-to-one. I actually have a walk booked on Monday morning with one of my friends at 7 a.m. So that should be interesting.
Well, I meet with one of my friends a few mornings a week, but just to, well, because I've moved back down here now, and I'm, everyone's desperate to see everybody, but obviously there's only little bits that you can do. But no, I'm the same with you about New Year's resolutions. It's never been a one. Just, I don't know, probably that failure thing where I don't like failing on. But also because I think sometimes I overthink a lot of things.
Oh yeah, massive.
So it's like, right, what can I really do? What's going to be like massive? And instead, what I've done this year is I've done myself a vision board.
Ooh.
When I say vision board, it's the terms like used quite loosely, because it's not beautiful. If you go on like these sites and look at vision boards and like the like pictures, and mine is in my journal, and it's just little sayings, little pictures of things that I've got. Like I've got the Canadian flag on my vision board, which I've drawn in and just put, travel plans. I'm hoping to have travel plans this year. Do you know?
Yeah.
So that's like, it's our year to come out to see you. I'm like, oh, please.
It is. And we had such grand plans, didn't we? Because obviously Donald would like to visit Yellowstone, and it's not terribly far from here. Montana's just across the border. And I know we were talking about how fun it would be to like hire an RV and drive down and have
do a really cool holiday. Yeah, because Leo would love that. But
we'll see. We can live, we can dream, we can hope.
No.
Come on, whatever vaccine or whatever is going to work to just drag us out of this time. Wishful thinking.
So that's me. I'm a vision board girl these days of what I'm hoping will come. Not to say, right, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this.
This is my year.
Yeah, because look, last year, who knew what world we're living in? So I don't really want to take anything for granted, or like you say, set yourself up for a fall. So I think that's
just kind of giggling at the sun creeping through the blinds
on you,
because it's the morning here, and the house that I live in faces south, so it pretty much gets sunshine all day. It doesn't matter how cold it is outside. It could be -30, and because that sun is blasting through the windows, I'm here with like a t-shirt on.
Yeah, but he's not got a very good tan behind you though, has he?
No, he hasn't. Bless him. But I suppose one of our joint New Year's resolutions is to start this podcast.
Yeah, definitely. Well, because as well, we've been saying for ages, haven't we, that we want to do something together. We want to work together. And obviously we have our amazing pipe dreams that we're always going on about.
We're going to buy an island.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to run yoga retreats and all jumping from pipe dream to pipe dream all the time as well. Yeah, brilliant.
We'll get an RV site.
What?
Buy an RV site. Oh, we could just have a plot of land with some cottages on. And
who knows?
Fabulous pipe dreams.
But instead, we settled on a podcast.
We settled on a podcast. Yeah.
Because we can do that in 2 different time zones, living our everyday lives. Because we speak as well. So it just came to me. I just was sat around thinking, why don't we just do a podcast? We speak every week anyway. You know, we're always on FaceTime. Sometimes we can be on FaceTime for hours, not actual like FaceTime, whatever. We use all different social media platforms, by the way.
Whatever's convenient, whatever we messaged on most recently, usually, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's, so we speak that often that I just thought, why don't we turn a bit of our conversation into a podcast?
Yeah.
I mean, why wouldn't people want to listen to us too?
Why wouldn't people want to know all about me?
Talking just waffle.
That's
So I think that's what came to me. And then obviously I jumped at the chance as soon as it popped in my head to speak to you about it. So I think I was in the bath at the time and you were at work and we were there on face-to-face video call. And I'm in the bath going, I've just had an idea. Sorry, but there we go. And that's why really, isn't it? We just thought, and as well, we've got we've done yoga for years, the pair of us, but we just decided to become yoga teachers, didn't we? So which is really bizarre, like both more or less at the same time. I mean, I've been teaching kids for a couple of years, but then it was like, right, I'm going to do my adult yoga, and you were like, I'm going to do mine. It was like, this is really exciting. So
it's been quite a journey as well. Like, stay tuned though, people, because we will talk more about our yoga travels. Maybe a few podcasts in. But I suppose maybe a little bit, we've touched on briefly like where we live. Obviously, the podcast is called Sisters Across the Pond. And some of you may have kind of gathered by the odd tidbit. Laura's in Greater Manchester. I am here in Cochrane, Alberta, Canada.
I like the way you said Greater Manchester.
I know, my accent comes back, you see.
Yeah, definitely.
I have had to clean up my accent somewhat. I don't quite sound as northern, I suppose, as I used to. And that's mostly because Canadians struggled to understand me for a little while because my accent was fairly thick. Because more specifically, we kind of grew up between Bury and Bolton. So fairly.
Yeah, and I went to school in Manchester.
Yeah.
So even though there's the bit of the Bury accent, it's mixed in with a bit of a Manchester accent. And then obviously I've lived in Scotland for 11 years.
And having grandparents from Liverpool and, so we've had a lot of accents surrounding
Good old mix up, aren't we?
Yeah, I love accents.
Oh, I do.
One of my pals, she used to live here in town, but she moved to Saskatchewan, and she was telling me she was watching a show on Netflix, and I think it was about the Yorkshire Ripper, and she was saying that they had subtitles on because I couldn't understand what people were saying, and I was like, yeah, Yorkshire's a pretty good accent as well.
Yeah.
But I kind of enjoy, and I don't know if many people listen, but I can almost hear like connections. like it's almost like there's migrations of the accents. So like you can hear the influence from like Ireland to Liverpool to Manchester. You know, you can hear like Scotland, Newcastle, Yorkshire. You know, you can kind of hear it travel like subtly. And then obviously Liam, my husband, is from Accrington, and that's what 40 minutes drive from where we grew up, and he can sound totally different to me.
I know, it's funny, isn't it, how just like even a couple of miles can make a huge difference. Definitely. But yeah, you're in a beautiful town. It's beautiful where you live. It really is. I mean, we come over and stay for the summer.
Stay for the summer. She's not lying. She does come over.
I'm not lying. Not lying. Not lying.
It's like 4 weeks. What was it last time you came at the airport? Leo was like, "Mum, we're going to be there for a month." I think the last time before that was like nearly 6 weeks, was it?
Yeah, 5 weeks, I think it was. But yeah, we come out and visit, don't we, every other year?
Yeah.
And we come for the summer because if we're going to go, we might as well go.
Why not?
School summer holidays, why not?
Yeah, no, I'm quite fortunate. We're not terribly far away from the Rocky Mountains. You know, it's an hour's drive and we can see it from town, the mountain range. It's beautiful. We have a lovely river running through town, the Bow. I get to walk along there quite regularly with pals, which is nice. Yeah.
And there's a beautiful yoga studio there as well, which is one of your friends, which I get to come and visit when I'm over, which is really nice. Yeah, it is lovely, isn't it? It is. And then, mind you, every time I come and stay, I'm always, can we just move out? But I think that's more just spending time with you, isn't it? And us just being back together again. And it's like...
Yeah, I think that's it, because we can romanticize that kind of big move, you know. And I'm very much one of those people that can live in the future rather than in the present. It's a big challenge to kind of ground down and just be like, just enjoy what's here right now.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely guilty of being, well, you know, once I get this house, this will be perfect. Once I get this will be it, you know, and it's like always something just out of reach. But yeah.
Or just not happened yet.
Oh, it's just not happened yet.
Yeah. It's a difficult one, that to be present. That's one thing that I'm struggling with just now, because obviously we've moved down here and we've not found ourselves a firm, solid home yet. So, and it's not through lack of trying.
No.
but yeah, and I think I'm very guilty of that just now, that, well, once I get the house, then I can do this, then I can do that. And I'm like on a bit of a pause.
Yeah.
I feel like I've hit the pause button just now. So.
I have a pause necklace. This one is quite cute. It's got a little bee on it. And it's got kind. So it's be kind.
Be kind.
And obviously it's got a bee on because, you know, I've got my Manchester bee. Remind me of home. But I have one that says pause. That's nice.
Yeah. I mean, it is nice to pause. I mean, it is nice to pause and reset and appreciate what you've got here and now. And I'm finding myself bringing myself to that quite a lot, right? Rather than keep thinking, because I deliver yoga classes from home, and because we're in a sort of like in between home just now.
Yeah.
Nothing's really unpacked properly. We're not really settled properly. And I feel like life is on pause because everything's still in boxes. Not everything, but a lot of things are still in boxes. But I don't know. I have to sit and reset.
Feeling as well right now.
Oh yeah. I think that's why I'm not giving myself such a hard time about it. Yeah, definitely. Oh.
I've been working on like trying to catch myself when I'm in that. Well, once I get to this, just kind of trying to come back and just take a breath and trying to not judge my thoughts, especially because I've got midterms coming up at school. I'm like, you wake up in the middle of the night and you're like, oh, I don't know the actions, origins, and insertions of that muscle. And then I'm like, oh, well, I'm not going to know it right now, am I?
I'm not going to get out of bed.
At 3 a.m. And I'm having to just like mindfulness and meditation, like the hours that I've put into it are coming in very useful right now to try and mitigate some of that anxiety, because I've been out of school for so long, especially out of school where I've had to do any kind of
not that long. Kate, you've not been out of school that long. Just a couple of years, maybe.
A few years. One or two. Yeah, one or two. I mean, I do manage like my actual day job is I manage an ice cream store, which is majority amazing. Like seasonal work, but due to the current climate, and we've actually had a really mild winter so far, we're still fairly steady. In fact, we're mad busy by any previous winter that I've worked there. So it's been kind of nice, but I mostly work with young kind of teenagers and young adults. So
you're really old then.
I'm really old. Well, the great thing about working with people so much younger than me is that
you're down with the kids.
I am definitely not down with the kids.
You not know all the phrases and things like that because
I know them and I try and say them, but I'm regularly told to, oh, Katie, never ever say that again. I'm like, what? You didn't invent these phrases. But they managed to simultaneously keep me young but feel old all at once. So yeah, I'm very thankful for those guys.
Leo can be a bit like that as well. He'll say things and then I'll use his little expressions back to him and he goes, "Don't do that again, Mum."
Yeah, not cool, Mum.
All right, I won't.
I mean, thankfully, I've always had that brain where I just assume that everybody's the same age as me.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't
I'm 19, so.
Oh, yeah, I think I'm about 16, I think.
Yeah. I'm stuck, like, on that mental age, I'm stuck on 19. Yeah. So, which is fine. 19. I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
Totally. So.
No, I forgot what I was going to say then. It was about working with young people. Oh, no, I was going to say I've always just assumed that everyone's my age. Like I have friends who are 10, 15 years older than me, 20 years older than me. I've got friends who are 10, 15 years younger than me. And I just don't, in my brain, I just can't make that massive distinction unless it comes to like a unique experience, maybe. Then suddenly I'm like, oh yeah, that you are a completely different generation to me. So
yeah. Well, I'm the same. I've got like friends of all different ages but it's funny because they're just friends.
Just friends.
Just friends. And I love the journey through life where you've just got friends.
Just got friends. Yeah. And it doesn't matter. I've got several friends who, I might obviously not see or speak to, but the minute you get in their company, it's like the time hasn't passed at all.
Yeah.
Very fortunate to have some of those.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. Oh, well, that's kind of a good summary of us two, although there's so much more to learn about.
So much more. So keep coming back. Subscribe when we figure out how to do that.
Yeah. It's all new to us. So this is like episode number 1 in the bag. Well, maybe not yet.
No, not quite in the bag. We've recorded it. So it's in somewhere. It's in a cloud.
Oh,
somewhere.
those clouds.
Yeah.
But there's not a cloud in the sky over by you, so where on earth is it? Right. Well, thanks very much. Thank you very much for everyone that's come to join us today.
Yeah, thanks for listening. We hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, definitely.
And hope you tune in again.
All right, my love. Okay. Well, we'll sign off with the
see you, love you. Bye.
Bye.
Mwah.